Yeah, I'm okay.
You're looking very nervous.
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous. Mary, I don't know if you know Mary. She's my line manager. There's just been a few things going on really in the office, and she said it'd be a good idea to talk to you.
Okay. Yeah. So you want to talk about what's going on in the office? Yeah. Okay. So let me just tell you a bit about the fact that everything you say here will be confidential. There are limits, however, so if you tell me that you're going to harm somebody or seriously harm yourself, I'm going to have to do something with it. I'm going to have to tell somebody else. How does that kind of feel?
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay. And also as well, I've worked with the BACP ethical framework, and all that is really, it's the British Association for Counsellors and Psychotherapists, and they just have a set of guidelines that I need to kind of adhere to. And what that means in real terms is that I'm going to endeavour to work in your best interests, yeah, and ensure that you're safe and we're kind of working with what you want to work with, yeah?
Yeah, that's a relief.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
And I can see that, it's really difficult for you. As well, today we've got about 15 minutes. Is that going to be okay? Okay. So do you want to tell me a little about what's kind of going on?
Yeah, it's one of my colleagues, and it's confidential if I say the name.
Absolutely. Whatever you say here will not go anywhere else, apart from, as I said before, if harm to self or harm to others, and that doesn't kind of include what you may say about somebody. Okay, so is that okay?
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I feel really bad. We're not getting on, and I think part of it is, I don't want to shock anybody, but it's Claudette.
Okay.
And sometimes she just doesn't pull her weight, and sometimes she goes off. And I'm left with an awful lot of stuff.
So she doesn't do what's expected, she leaves it for you to do? Is that
that's what I feel,
okay.
That I've been left with an awful lot of stuff to deal with. And I feel absolutely ridiculous because I think if it was someone else, I'd be able to let them know.
So it's difficult, you can't tell Claudette what you're feeling?
Yeah, I find it really hard. Do you
want to say a bit more about that?
I suppose I'm, in the current climate, a bit afraid. And it's funny, you look a bit like, you don't look a bit like her actually. I don't know how to say it.
So it feels as if Claudette's a black woman within your organisation. And you're not getting on. She kind of leaves a lot for you to do. So a sense that she's not fulfilling her obligation. And it's difficult for you to talk about. And I would imagine being with me. I'm assuming she's a black woman. I'm a black woman, so I'm assuming that it might be difficult for you to talk to me about this. I just want to assure you that once again, whatever you talk about stays within this room. The idea is that you can come here and bring whatever you need to bring. I imagine you're kind of thinking, you might offend me.
Yeah.
I want to tell you, I don't think you will offend me.
Thank you.
I want to hear what you've got to say, what it's been like for you, and that's going to be the kind of focus of the work in some way. And we'll look at the relationship between you and your colleague as well. But I want you to be able to be free to say whatever you feel you need to. How does that feel? Because I can imagine it must be difficult for you.
I think it's the whole nub of the problem. Because I think I'm afraid of offending her too. And not afraid of offending her by kind of reminding her what her responsibilities are and that, I've got a home life too. To be honest, I'm afraid that someone's going to call me a racist.
Someone's going to call you a racist.
And I don't think I am.
Okay.
But I worry, am I? I don't know. Yeah, it's really difficult.
So, again, there is a conflict with your colleague, and you kind of fear if you kind of maybe talk about what's really inside of you, you're going to be perceived as a racist. And I'm wondering, do you think I'm going to perceive you like that?
I wonder if maybe the minute I met you, I might have thought that you would, but no, I don't, because you've just been so clear about it's okay to recognize that you're black and that this person might be black, and turns out she is. And that it's actually okay to talk about things like that.
It really is okay. As I said earlier on, if and when you do offend me, I'm quite happy to have that discussion with them and with you. But it doesn't feel as if what feels important is for you to have a space to talk about and be open about what you're kind of feeling without fear of, anybody else hearing or anybody accusing you of being a racist.
And I've talked to friends, because it's kind of getting worse and worse. And it's at the stage where friends are saying, well, what do you mean you can't go for a drink again, or you can't go for a coffee again, you're working late again.
So it's kind of really infringing on other relationships within your workplace and your kind of social life outside of the workplace. So it feels quite big.
Yeah, I think it is, actually. Yeah, I think it is. And in some ways, I don't know, maybe they don't help, or maybe they're trying to do the best they can, but when I tell them about it, they kind of say, you want to be careful because you're going to be labelled a racist.
So you kind of haven't found any other place where you can talk about it without people possibly thinking, oh, you may be a racist. So again, I want to invite you to bring whatever you're feeling here. But how does that kind of feel? Because I can see our obvious difference. But again, does it feel like that's something that you could do here?
It feels really good, actually. And it feels particularly good talking to a black woman about it.
So tell me about your work, your relationship with Claudette.
Well, we work alongside each other. We've known each other for several years. But just, I don't know, maybe it's over the last 6 months or so. It started off with, oh, could you do me a favour? And now she's saying to me, could I do her a favour? And do something that really either we should do together, or that is her responsibility and not mine. And yeah, you give somebody a dig on, that's fair enough. But it's kind of, she doesn't even ask anymore.
So there's just an assumption that you will do these things.
That I'm going to be there, and that I won't get up and leave until, whatever the job is that we're doing at the moment is done.
And I can see that's quite, it's really, really difficult.
It's really hard. It's really hard. And I suppose I should just get up and go when I've done my work. But I don't know why I don't want to.
Tell me a bit about why you don't.
Maybe it's fear of reprisal.
So something may happen if you do what you feel you need to. And it feels like a great sense of something awful may happen.
Yeah, that I'll be blamed.
Right. So it'd be your fault.
That I'll be blamed. And a fear that I might have to point the finger. Because actually she and I got on really well to begin with.
And I suppose I wonder, what stops you from talking to Claudette? I mean, you've talked about you don't want to be perceived as a racist, but it feels as if there has been a relationship between the two of you?
Yeah, though very much a work relationship.
Right.
I mean, we don't really socialise together or anything like that, so it's very much kind of a work relationship.
And the conflict is within the work relationship?
Yeah. But it's just so, I don't know. Like I say, if it was someone else, I think in the past I have. But,
So you have been able to confront things and others
yeah.
in the past. It's just difficulty with Claudette. I'm wondering, what would you want to say to Claudette?
I think I'd want to let her know that it's not fair. That I feel really put upon, that it's a shared responsibility, and I feel that it's all been put on me. And I wouldn't want to say to her it's all your fault. But just find some way of letting her know that I'm just not happy with the situation.
Well, what you just said to me sounds perfectly reasonable. But there's also this kind of backdrop of, I might be accused of being a racist. And in terms of what you just kind of expressed, does it still feel difficult maybe to go back and have that type of conversation with Claudette?
I think it feels easier right now when I'm talking to you about it.
And of course, I don't work in your building. You haven't got to see me every day. Yeah, I could appreciate that.
I'm not sure if it will be easier 10 minutes after I leave here. I mean, maybe it will.
And don't get me wrong, I wasn't suggesting. I was just kind of looking at maybe ways in which you could kind of approach it. We've only kind of just met each other, but I imagine that what we could kind of look at, if you want to kind of continue, is how we might work through this situation and how you might find a place where you can talk about exactly what you feel without causing offence. It doesn't feel as if you would, but I can appreciate that that's kind of at the back of your mind. Yeah? Is that something that you feel that you'd want to kind of pursue?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And we could certainly offer you the time and the sessions here. And just to kind of say as well, I'm not a qualified counsellor. I've done a counselling skills course. I'm well equipped to listen to, what it's been like for you. I'm well equipped to, almost work alongside you in finding a solution to what's kind of going on. I wonder how that kind of feels.
It feels really good. It feels really good.
Good.
Because I'm thinking it's not really the first time I've been here.
In terms of how you're feeling?
In terms of, I know I said earlier that I think if it was somebody else, that sometimes I have been able to talk through things, but I think I do take an awful lot on. And I think some of that might be me.
Okay. So you want to look at kind of what your role is within your relationship and what your role is within, the workplace, as it were, because you're saying that sometimes you may take things on. And that's something else that we could probably explore in our time together if you were to kind of take up the option. How does that kind of feel for you?
Really good.
Yeah?
Feels really good.
We've got a couple of minutes left, and I kind of wonder, because it does feel quite big, I wonder how it feels to have talked about it with me as well today.
Lovely, actually.
Okay.
It kind of feels like even in a few minutes, I've made some sort of start. And you're a black woman, and you didn't accuse me of being a racist.
Not at all. That's not how I've experienced you today. And I don't know what your experience is at work, but we could actually even have a look at that, because it may not be that. Yeah? But then again, it may, but we'll have the time and the energy to kind of look at that. And hopefully you'll be clearer in the coming weeks. How does that feel?
It's really good, because already I'm thinking, a part of it is that, but actually maybe not the bigger part of it. Maybe that's convenient.
And I really do want to stress, I want you to be able to bring that here if you feel that is part of the issue. I won't shirk away from you exploring your relationship with somebody that is a bit different from you. I really am able to hear that. And if we do, then it feels as if we're working with the whole picture rather than ignoring that piece. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think maybe that's something that I find really useful, is to look at the whole picture. Because if I do need to have a conversation, for me to understand the whole picture might make that conversation, I don't know, productive.
Absolutely, it's about maybe we can find look at it from a new perspective or different perspectives, because you have a perspective on it. There might be other angles from which we could view it. Yeah, does that feel kind of okay?
It could be really useful. Really useful.
Well, we've come to the end of our session now.
Okay.
It was a pleasure to talk to you, and I just want to kind of say thank you for being so so open. I want to appreciate that. It must have been very, very difficult for you.
It's feeling a lot less difficult now. Really excellent.
Good. So again?
So maybe I can get back to work.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I suppose in the knowledge that you've got somewhere you can take some of what you're feeling. Yeah?
So I could keep talking it through with you.
Absolutely. We've got 6 sessions ahead. If you want to kind of take that, then we can use those 6 sessions towards the end. We could look at what happens next, how far you are within the process. Whether or not you've got what you want or whatever you need. Yeah. Does that feel like something that's going to fit in with what you need?
I think just being able to talk it through with somebody who's not going to say, oh, you need to be so careful, or you need to be whatever. And they probably mean well, but I think just to be able to talk it through to somebody who's going to be open with it.
Yes, you don't need to be careful. You don't need to be careful at all. Just say what's on your mind.
Great.
Well, it's been great talking to you today. Yeah. And if you want to continue, it's kind of Thursday afternoon, early evening. Is that around about 3 o'clock-ish? Is that okay for you in terms of time?
I'll just have to check with Mary.
But then,
that would be okay.
I'm happy. Yeah, and I'm happy to kind of negotiate if you need to. Yeah, time and date. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, thanks a million.
Well, thank you. I really want to appreciate what you've shared with me today.